Downtown Las Vegas, you're tuned in to Gorilla Cross Radio.
Welcome to Let the Ball Bounce. This your host, Dre Bailey.
And it's your man, Goose Thomas. What it do, people?
Mr. Bill Block. I'm Logan in the
Welcome
building, man.
back.
On this Tuesday at 6 p.m. Yeah, welcome back.
A Toofus Tuesday.
Yeah, man. Hey, your guy Dre Day is back today. I missed what's the last show?
Saturday's
I missed Saturday's show, man.
extravaganza.
Yes.
I was actually at home recovering from wisdom tooth surgery. They only pulled one. Doctor said I probably wouldn't even need the other ones pulled, but they just pulled this one because it was really bad. And I had that young propofol. And so what happened was they put the IV in me. They gave me the young propofol, and I can't remember falling asleep. And the propofol.
Hold on. You're not finna slide by with that one, brother.
I have no idea when it
What
happened.
he's saying is true.
Yeah.
I know.
It's funny. Not even my wisdom tooth
I
surgery.
had it last year.
Because I had all four pulled at the same time. When I had my appendix removed, when my appendix ruptured and I had to have the emergency surgery, I just don't remember falling asleep. What he's saying is absolutely true.
I don't remember falling asleep.
Wow.
And all I remember is someone waking me up. So the propofol was so good, it put my dreams to sleep.
Yikes.
Yes.
Like I don't even remember having a dream during that small moment of time.
no.
Wowza.
No.
It felt like a full 8 hours when you got up, though.
Yeah, but I wanted to stay asleep like Bill Logan had told me. And if this is the stuff that Michael Jackson was on, I can
Yikes.
see how addictive it is
Yikes.
for a person who never gets any sleep to get the only peaceful sleep in the entire world where your dreams are sleeping. Because sometimes we can all get some sleep, but our mind is still working.
Sure.
We're still
Absolutely.
thinking about stuff while we're asleep. So that doesn't really constitute as a really full, whether it be 4 to 8 hours of undisturbed sleep.
Right.
Sometimes I'm sleeping, but it's disturbed because I'm still thinking about stuff. Stuff is still on my mind.
Yeah.
But with that young propofol, it puts your dreams to sleep.
Heads in beds.
Woo!
Heads in beds.
Boy, there be where Dre at. He out on the corner of 6th and Fremont
Yikes.
slinging that young 0.5 ounces of propofol.
Put the women and children to bed, and in this case, the daddies too.
Period.
Everybody go to
it's-
sleep.
Man, it's going to be a quick come up with me. 0.5. How much you think I sell that for? 0.5 of propofol.
Whew.
$11.50. And I take cards.
Yeah, we got that young swipe
You
daddy.
got that swipe daddy?
Yes.
That young square daddy.
Hey,
I only have a card. No problem.
No problem.
that's it.
Swipe it.
Follow Let the Ball Bounce, man. Share the actual live feed.
And sign, please.
Yeah.
Sign.
Sign. We need
Yeah.
you to sign. Need you guys to share the live feed, man. We got a lot of sports to talk to you guys about.
sir.
A lot of noise being made around the country with the COVID
Yep.
and basketball, COVID, football, money, and COVID.
Yeah.
And so things looks like it's moving along, and there are certain states like Nevada that have jumped out of phase 2 and moved back to phase 1 because of the COVID.
Yeah.
We're hearing a lot of things as if you are sitting in your house and you have the AC on, maybe you should turn it off because you could help the spread of COVID with your AC on, I heard.
Sweet.
These are all conversations that we're going to
And
talk
to
about.
you
Wowza.
people who saying that's nonsense and won't do it,
Wowza.
We're going to talk about it.
Okay.
We're going to talk about it. Share the live feed, man. Follow Let the Ball Bounce at gmail.com if you want to be a sponsor of the show. Period.
Speaking of,
Mhm.
we got a phone call today from Mr. CJ,
CJ.
Realtor Extraordinaire.
Okay.
And we have our sponsor. Well, one.
When is he gonna start?
Shout
Next
out
month.
to CJ.
He gonna start next month.
Yes.
All right. So what's up with
And
CJ, Realtor
Gonna
Extraordinaire?
stop by the show.
Okay.
Show some love.
Okay.
He always show us love.
Yeah.
But
So with that
you know.
sponsorship package, man, whatever package it is, we're gonna allow you to definitely come on the show
Yes, indeed, man.
couple of times out that month, man, and
Yeah.
talk about sports with us, man, and get your business out there, man. So
Absolutely.
like
That's
I
what we
said,
do.
if you want to be a sponsor of the show, CJ is number one to step up.
Shout out to
We need
CJ,
number
man.
2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, for you guys to step up. So let the ball bounce at gmail.com if you want to do it that way, or you can reach us at Let the Ball Bounce on Facebook. Hit us in our DM, man, where we got the hottest sports talk page on social media right
True.
now. So please share the live feed right now. Go into your inbox, send it to everybody that you can. Let them know to watch Let the Ball Bounce. If they don't watch sports, tell them to forward it over to somebody who does. If those people don't watch sports, it don't matter, man. We talk more than sports. We're more than ex-athletes up here, okay? We're all three of us are educated, fathers, businessmen, hard-working black men.
That's it.
All right, and so we are hoping to inspire you, or maybe hoping to inspire somebody else. So let the ball bounce at gmail.com if you want to be a sponsor. Let the ball bounce on Facebook. Let the ball bounce on Twitter, and that's with one T. Let the ball bounce on IG, man.
Yes,
Hit
sir.
us up.
Please.
Hit us up, man. And I think Let the Ball Bounce is going to be on Jose's show tomorrow, right?
Yes, we
Is that
are, man.
confirmed?
Shout out Jose V, man. Reaching out. Such a good dude, man. Just a good dude.
Mm.
Like, you know, you got your people that, you know, you hang out with.
Yep.
And, you know, some of them, you know, you don't spend a whole lot of time with, but you just know they cool dudes.
Yeah.
Jose is just a cool dude.
He's that guy.
Bro.
He's that guy.
Truly, man.
So we
Truly.
appreciate you, G.
All
We
love, man.
appreciate you for allowing Let the Ball Bounce to have a platform on your show, man.
Already.
So I was just over at a building today,
Mm-hmm.
and they're getting a lot of work done over at the building.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty excited, man, because
Yes.
Let the Ball Bounce LTBB Sports Talk Media is being created from the ground up, man.
Yes,
and
sir.
we're appreciative of everybody who's helping us get to this point.
Yep.
Everybody who's been listening and following Let the Ball Bounce for, you know, more than a decade now.
Yeah.
And
It's been in the making, man. For
yeah.
a decade, bro.
so we appreciate that, and we're working on getting our own Let the Ball Bounce LTBB app.
Yep.
So you guys are able to download that app on your phone, watch the show, listen to the show, and listen to our specialized playlist from each one of us of certain type of music that we like. So we're working on things like that, man. We're working on more apparel and stuff like that. But in the meantime, we need you to download that Gorilla Cross app on
True.
your phone and follow
Absolutely.
Let the Ball Bounce right now.
Yes, sir.
You're unable or you don't have a social media account because you may be old school or just, you know, to yourself like that, download the app on your phone, go to the Play Store, download Gorilla Cross app, and listen to Let the Ball Bounce. I'm pretty sure we have the live feed on there. And then also, we are uploading or have been uploading all of our shows on YouTube. So if you're a big YouTube guy, go to Let the Ball Bounce on YouTube and follow us, man. You can watch past shows. Trust me, man. Any show you pick, you don't have to look for one that's dope. Every last one of them are dope.
True.
Okay, there's always going to be something that we do to make you laugh or to keep you involved, man. So with that being said, your guy Dre Bailey,
Man, Goose Thomas.
Bill Blockham Logan in the
Yeah.
building, giving you guys the best sports talk radio here at Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio. Hey, real quick, are you guys okay with going back to phase 1 and the rumors that AC may be the cause of helping spread the corona virus or the COVID-19?
I don't care about going back to phase 1. I mean, it is what it is. We're going to have to live through it anyway. But I be damn if I'm turning off the AC. When it's $115 outside, not happening. I'm running ceiling fans.
Yeah.
I'm running AC. Period.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's too hot out here, bro.
it is baking out here.
Bro.
I saw a meme. The other
But
day.
you're not
said,
following the guidelines.
Yeah, whatevs.
That's
Right.
what they're gonna say if
That's
you don't
what- that's
have
what
your
they gonna tell
mask
me.
on
Oh man, it's all bad.
and all that.
It's all bad.
You're not following the guidelines.
Unreal. I saw a meme the other day said, God, whatever you cooking outside,
Shame on you.
it's done.
It's been done.
Wow.
I look like Chucky after he got burnt up.
Ooh.
Remember how
Ooh,
crispy he
yes,
looked?
Yes.
He had the one eye. And he was
Yeah.
like,
Oh, he was all bad. Ooh.
that's how hot it is outside,
It
man.
is boiling.
It's that hot.
It's been hot before.
I walked from my house to the car, and instantly my attitude went from 0 to 100. I was pissed, highly pissed that I had to make that walk.
Oh man.
I just look at it like this. I'm from here.
Yeah.
I've been in it before.
It's gonna happen.
Yes.
It is what it is, man.
Look, all of those who have lived in Vegas for more than 10 years, 15, 20, 30 years plus, why do we complain about how hot it is?
We know it's coming, man.
You know it's coming.
We know it's
It
coming.
don't last long,
Yeah.
but it's coming.
It's coming.
Now our winters could be different,
Yeah.
but our summers have been
That's-
consistent for 56 years.
Yeah,
What about you? For how many years?
at least 44 for me.
Oh, man, 38 years for me, man. It's been the same.
James, how long you lived in Vegas?
Going on a hot 9, and it's definitely
hot
been the same.
9.
A hot 9.
A hot 9, and every hot 9 every summer was the same.
Been
right?
hot.
I had one that was a little bit milder, but it was still hot.
Yeah,
There it is.
It was hot 4.5
It
months
wasn't
instead of 5.
115. It was 109.
You're right. Yeah.
See, there's much more to complain about.
Oh yeah, plenty.
Let's not lose focus on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
now.
not lose focus talking about Jada and Will all day either.
Right.
Please.
Who cares?
Because again, who cares about that?
She used one word that you Negroes ain't never heard before, or use in a sentence, and we just lose our mind.
Oh man.
Pick up a dictionary
It was
already,
funny though.
bros.
It was funny though. It was hilarious, bro. It really was. I laughed.
Yeah.
I laughed.
Will wasn't laughing at the moment.
Will was.
He's-
It was
His
very.
eyes were a little glossy and
it
a
was-
little red.
It was very facetious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. He wasn't feeling that.
Ouch.
Sucks, man.
But guess what? That's their business.
Stay business, man. Do it,
Some of y'all
You
got
do.
too much time on y'all hands. Some of y'all need to go back to work.
man.
Y'all sitting here enjoying this good money on unemployment.
Jeez.
I've heard people getting up to $1,000 a week. I'm like, yikes! I should fire myself from my own establishment and fire for unemployment because y'all get more money than I pay myself, and I own a business or two.
Crazy. That's crazy,
Those are true facts, man.
man.
I'm like, how can I fire myself and get that young $1,000 a week? Look, man, take the time off your hands and go make a difference in somebody else's life, starting with yours. Stay out of Will and Jada's, please.
Yeah.
She wanted that little nipple play with a little bit.
Hey, man.
And that's her business.
Here's what it is.
That's her business, man.
She wanted a little young thing, man.
Yeah.
She went and got that.
Y'all didn't say nothing when you know she was messing with your boy Kane and Purnell was in jail. What was the problem? She had a whole kid with her too, tiny. And it is true. If Tupac was still here, she'd be creeping with him too.
I wouldn't dismiss that.
But who
Not
cares?
sure I'll dismiss that.
Who cares? Some of y'all creeper were walking around here with Respucia right now. Got something to say about Will and Jada. But you Norbit at home.
Ah!
Whoa.
Put a hat on that itty bitty afro, Norbit. We love y'all though, man. We love y'all, man.
We really do.
For listening to Let the Ball Bounce.
We
Sports
really
Talk Radio.
do.
What else is going on out there? The heat.
Yeah, explain.
The wherever you are right now, just be glad if you're not in Las Vegas. It's literally been averaging 110 degrees.
Oh, yeah.
Average every day. Like, we're happy if it's 98. We're like, woo.
A relief.
My daughter called me from Long Beach. She was like, it's hot out here. I said, how hot is it? She said, it's like 85 today. I was like, girl, sit down.
Shoot, we outside if it's 85. We chilling. That's grilling weather.
It was midnight the other night.
Man.
And I looked at the
99.
temperature gauge, and
99.
it was 99 degrees.
Absolutely. At midnight.
80 degrees here in Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Our power bills are nice.
Oh, yeah.
Weather's nice.
Oh, yeah.
We have nothing to complain about.
Zero.
Yeah.
Zero.
But it's going to be an uptick
Yeah.
on this power bill
Yeah.
Just say.
next billing cycle.
Yes, it will.
Tick.
Oh.
A spike.
Oh.
Ah. Hey,
Yeah.
man, that average thing,
Yeah.
it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a really good thing to have. And I know everybody's into the solar panel thing,
Yeah.
and that's cool. Nothing wrong with that. Tint your windows, though. Try that.
Yeah.
Try tinting your home windows.
I was trying to tell a friend of mine who just bought his home.
Tint them.
Do that.
Tint
Yeah.
the windows.
Tint the windows.
That's a good
See,
idea.
see what it looked like then.
Mm-hmm.
Get away from them old Donna families who used to put that young foil in the windows.
Foil in the wind.
I did that on my first house, swear. When I would wake up, the sun would be beaming right here, bro.
That's the worst.
Right on my jawline,
Can't
bro.
even sleep.
I said, man, I gotta put some foil on this window.
Some foil.
I put some foil on the window, and it worked.
Yeah.
It was the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, man, there's a lot of things going on in the world. What is it? Maria Presley's son died. Elvis Presley's grandson died.
Oh wow.
John Travolta's wife died.
Yep.
What was the Raiders fan, female?
I know
she's
you're
the
talking about. I
actress.
can't call her.
Naya.
Something. She died.
Golly.
Oh,
and Nelson Mandela's daughter died too.
Nelson Mandela's daughter died. People dying every day, y'all. That's what I'm telling y'all. But this 2020, COVID-19 2020 it's bad.
I don't know. I have no words for it.
It's bad, man. So we need y'all to really do what you need to do to keep you and your family safe. If you are one of them people that just are really terrified to leave the house because it's airborne, then stay at home.
Good luck with that.
Stay at home.
If you don't like going places without masks, stay at home. Because every place is requiring you to have one. There's no need to go into the store and make a big fuss about it when driving all the way there, you already knew what you had to do.
You already knew, man.
It's a whole lot of Karens out there, hot, that they got to wear a mask. How dare you? The audacity.
Take my constitutional rights. This is private property, ma'am. I set the rules.
This here my joint.
Weirdo.
This here my joint.
I own this. You ain't see the sign on the door?
You know, things.
No mask, no service.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Why is we arguing?
Yeah. It's a lot of weird things that are happening right
And
now.
you regular people, quit telling other people to wear their mask.
Stop.
It's not your duty to do that.
Nah, the
God
mask
dang.
police.
Right.
Crazy. It's unbelievable.
Well, you're always gonna have those
Wow.
citizens on patrol, like on
Y'all the HOAs of
police academy.
The HOAs.
y'all the HOAs of mass
Yeah, the
Wow.
HOAs of mass.
What old girl say?
violation, violation, and violation.
2 inches too high.
2 inches too high.
I mean, saw at the mailbox, bro.
I see you've met Cynthia. That's the new one.
Cynthia. We got a bunch of Cynthias out
and
here.
Kens.
A bunch of kids.
Bunch of Cynthias out
Karen,
here.
Cynthia's, and Kens.
Yikes.
Boy, y'all better stop.
Please stop. Leave folk alone.
Leave
man.
folk alone, man.
Just mind your own.
Mind yours.
That's it.
Period.
You know.
Be good at that.
Yeah.
Just wear your mask and do you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's what.
I mean, we got casinos still open. They require you to wear a mask on the inside. It's just crazy. It's they're requiring all employees to wear masks. But it's just funny, man, when I look at this whole COVID thing and I'm looking at certain situations and you're able to walk in the door of certain establishments with a mask on, but as soon as you walk past that threshold, you can take the mask off.
It's weird.
It's just, just a lot of weirdness.
It's that way in LVAC.
Mm.
You got to walk in, wear the mask. Then if you choose to, you can take your mask off
Mm-hmm.
and work out.
Mm-hmm.
Or, I keep my mask on. I just put it below my nose.
Yeah, so you can at least.
And I breathe, while I'm doing my workout, I
Mm.
breathe out of my nose.
Yeah.
Instead of, breathing
Right.
out.
Right.
That way.
Yeah.
So look, man, do obey the laws of the land. The Bible speaks on that. Man.
Yes.
Just obey the laws of the land and go from there. We're going to go right into football.
Yeah.
The Washington football franchise,
Yeah.
NFL team,
Mm-hmm.
has decided to part ways with their name that they were associated with. Is this right? Or is it being talked about?
It's the right thing to do,
Mm.
but I think it's being done for the wrong reasons.
Sure it is.
Well, of course, that's
It was forced.
Oh, no question. I think we got to understand something. So, Dan Snyder has, he's obviously majority owner, but he has ownership partners. One being, FedEx is a sponsor because they have the namesake for the building, for the stadium. They paid $250 million for the naming rights for FedEx Field. But one of the executives for FedEx is a minority owner. It was his suggestion. This is what I read and hopefully understood, that it was about that time to get rid of the name.
Mm.
Now, when your sponsorship speaks, you either listen or that money gets snatched off the table.
pretty much.
FedEx, pretty big company. Very big company. So big that they paid $250 million for naming rights to a football stadium,
That's nuts.
right?
If
When-
someone is listening to the show, if you got $2.50, can I borrow it?
Man,
Just $2.50.
just
That's it.
$250.
Like it's nothing, though.
It's nothing. When sponsorship speaks,
Mm-hmm.
you listen. Now, shout out to our girl Felicia Farr, who's been with us pretty much from day one, right? 100% want to say Navajo Indian, and she has sort of a different opinion about this whole thing.
Many did.
Many, absolutely.
Many Native Americans did
Absolutely.
have an opposite.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure, absolutely. But I believe if it's offensive to one person, if one person deems this offensive, you got to at least think about it.
I mean, people are gonna get offended with anything, bro.
Sure.
With anything.
Sure. But when we're talking about something of this magnitude, when we're talking about a race of people,
Yeah. You have to listen.
I'm an Atlanta Braves fan. I'm also a Florida State Seminole fan. They're talking about getting rid of the chop. Now, when the war chant song, when they beat that bass drum, bro, the hairs on the back of your neck stand up, bro, because it's just it's that feeling. But if the Indian culture says, "Hey, I'm not sure we vibing with this, man," do something. Do something.
Well, in his arrogance,
Of course. Please.
in his arrogance
Who is he?
as a billionaire, Daniel Snyder,
Daniel. What do
he
you call him?
made
Dan.
he made a quote about 6-7 years ago
Let's hear it.
saying that we will never,
We will never.
ever
Mhm.
change the name.
86 years, bro.
Never, ever.
History of the franchise. 86 years.
2020, what did he say?
Hmm.
I think we'll.
Yeah.
Well, you know, sometimes people change. Some people have a change of heart sometimes.
That's what he had, a change of heart.
That what it
and-
was? Or
That's what he
change,
had?
yeah, because he started
or
losing money.
change a bank or change of them zeros.
Yeah, it started losing money.
Yeah.
That can change anybody's
Well, I mean, if
heart a
you
little
really,
bit.
if you really stand with your guns on that, sell the team. So
He
you know
ain't-
what? If I gotta do this, I'd rather sell the team.
Nah, he
Sell the
ain't
squad.
doing that. He ain't doing that.
Well, then he was full of.
Mm.
Can't say it on a Christian radio show, but y'all know what I mean.
Cow manure,
There you go.
Cow
I
manure.
like that. I like that.
Jello
man.
pudding.
pops.
Yeah.
Shout out to the big homie Chuck Porter chiming in, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Big
you. Big
Chuck.
Chuck. I need my dry fit, big homie.
Hey, we
I need
appreciate
that.
everybody who's listening on the live right now. Please, if you're listening on the live, take 2 minutes out of your time and share the live feed, man.
Yep.
We're talking NFL football right now. Hey, it's a couple of people who may be getting reinstated and a couple of people who are getting paid, man. Let's update the people.
Chris Jones, defensive tackle, Kansas City Chiefs, is set to sign a 4-year, $80 million deal worth up to $85 million in incentives.
Nice.
One of the top 3 D tackles in all of the game.
37 duet signing.
Yes. Ugh.
60
Ugh.
guaranteed.
Ugh. Dumb money.
Mm.
And he deserves it
Mm-hmm.
because he's one of the top D linemen in the game.
Mm-hmm.
No question about it.
I need a guaranteed $20 an hour job on the side. That's what type of deal I'm trying to sign right now. Good Lord, 80 million? Yikes.
It's Aaron Donald and then it's Chris Jones. Aaron Donald is by far the most dominant D tackle when we're talking about dominance and like being unblockable, like you got a 280-pound dude, 90-pound dude that can move like that. Have we seen that at
Sure we have.
that D tackle spot?
Yeah, we've seen
A dude like that?
Reggie White.
No, at the D tackle spot.
Reggie White played D tackle and defensive end.
Well, I'm
So-
talking about a primary D tackle.
Well, yeah, I'd say Reggie White.
Okay.
Reggie White, the
Okay.
pastor, the preacher
The
man.
minister of defense.
Yeah, he was an unblockable dude.
He
too.
was definitely unblockable.
Yes.
For sure.
What did Derek Thomas play? Was he?
He's outside.
He was
linebacker.
outside linebacker.
Outside
Outside
linebacker.
linebacker, pass rusher. Yeah.
very unblockable too.
Extremely. Extremely. He was
Yeah.
extremely
Yeah.
unblockable.
Yeah.
7 sacks in the game.
Mm-hmm.
That's still the record. Still the record. 7 sacks in the game,
Mm.
bro. Rest in peace, Derek Thomas.
These dudes is making money.
5'8".
Yeah.
And get your money.
Mm.
Get your money.
Please, by all means, you better.
If you a fan and you're telling an NFL player that he sucks, how did he make it to the NFL if he sucks so bad?
That's just a fanatic talking. Really, that's what it is.
There's this meme that's going out with Walter Payton, Barry Sanders, Emmitt Smith, and who's the other guy?
Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson. And they're saying, cut one. One has to go.
And the consensus
That's
is
tough, man.
Emmitt Smith.
Well,
That's
my
tough.
consensus, if I voted, would be Bo Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Mine would probably be.
Well,
Bo,
I'm
too.
talking about the consensus on that post.
On that post.
Mine
It's
would
Emmitt,
probably be-
Emmitt, get ready, Emmitt, he sucks. Emmitt,
Mine would have to
give
be
me
Bo, but have
he
to be
sucks.
Bo Jackson.
Emmitt, Bo, Emmitt, he sucks.
Hmm.
My thing
He
is,
doesn't suck, bro. He can't.
Yeah,
They rush for
plenty-
18K and suck, bro. It's impossible, dog.
That sounds like
How
plenty
you-
of wiggle.
How you rush for 18K and suck, bro?
I have no idea, bro.
All-time leading rusher. You can't suck if you're the all-time leading rusher.
No dude who's made it to the league and performed at the high level or the highest level and done some of the things that other players didn't do,
Right.
I can't say he sucked, bro.
Yeah.
I don't care what team he plays for.
Right.
I know his offensive line didn't suck.
No,
That's
it was,
for
it was
sure.
pretty good. He had a pretty good old line, but he ran well behind it too.
Mm.
He did. He
Got to
did.
be able to run behind your linemen.
He ran.
They
great
can
behind.
block, but you got to be able to run
He
behind
set
it.
up. He set up a lot of that.
Mm.
A lot of those blocks. He set up. He really did. He was a very, very patient runner.
Yeah.
Like I said, set up blocks. Him
Yeah.
and LaDainian Tomlinson kind of remind me of each other in that aspect. That they set things up for themselves, kind of like a Le'Veon Bell in today's game does. He's very, very patient, and he'll wait, for his pulling guard.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, get on around here, man, so I can get in your hip pocket one time.
Well, see, a lot
Yeah.
of people don't understand the
Yeah.
Cowboys' offensive line from those days.
True.
There was not a number one pick,
No.
first round draft pick on that team.
No.
Nate Newton
Big Nate.
Oh, Nate.
got drafted in '83.
Mhm.
He was always overweight,
Yeah.
and
Strong as ox, but he was-
Jimmy Johnson got there, he was about to get cut because Jimmy
Mm.
Johnson told him, "Hey man, look
Gotta lose some weight, dog.
that door." Jimmy Johnson told him, "Hey man, if you don't lose that weight,
Gotta go.
you're gone. No, not you. Not you. You gotta go. You're gone."
It's a wrap.
Mark Tuanay was a defensive lineman
Nick
Converted.
Brown converted him.
to an offensive lineman.
Yeah.
So you're not talking about a O line that was full of number 1 or number 2 draft picks.
Right.
These dudes was like
Yeah.
formed and put together to make it work.
Somewhat throwaways. If you
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying.
The only legitimate, I say third round guys were Stepnowski,
Mm-hmm.
Larry Allen.
Yes.
I think Larry Allen went in the second
Strong
round. Yes.
piss up. Ox, bro.
And-
Larry Allen,
yeah.
bro.
And Eric Williams.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but they were like third and fourth round picks.
Right.
You know, Larry Allen went higher,
Sure.
but he didn't come until like later on. He got the Super Bowl against Pittsburgh,
Right.
but he wasn't there, early on.
Right.
So it's like, and here's another thing about Emmett. Emmett was good on every level.
Yeah.
If you look
He's
at
really
Emmett,
good on every
he was
level.
good at high school. He was a Gatorade Player of the Year.
Yep. Yeah.
He went to Florida.
Yeah.
He ended
Balled
up
out.
he ended up Florida's all-time leading rusher in 3 years.
How many of them rings he got?
He got 3. And for me, if I'm going to pick my all-time running back, Okay, I'm gonna pick it like this: who won and produced at the same time?
Mhm.
You gotta say Emmett.
Mhm.
He got a Super Bowl MVP.
Sure.
He got 3 rings.
Sure.
How many people want to go to his house and take them rings away?
A
though?
lot of people. He didn't deserve them because his line picked him up and ran him to 18,000 yards. Come on, man. We gonna talk sports. Let's talk sports, man.
Oh man, we look.
And
man.
I would never say Emmett is the all-time greatest running back of all time. And I'm a Cowboy fan. I'd never say that.
Right. Because from a talent perspective, there are more talented guys.
More
right?
talented
Yeah,
guys.
absolutely.
There's more talented guys than Jerry Rice.
Sure. Oh, no doubt. Oh, there are
Moss.
far more talented guys than Jerry
Moss.
Rice.
Come on.
Jerry Rice might not even be a top 10 talent at the wide receiver
No.
spot. We can argue that.
No.
We can legit argue that Jerry Rice is not a top 10 talent all
Calvin
time.
Johnson. Come on, man.
Megatron.
Legit. It's 10 receivers in the league right now more talented than Jerry Rice
Julio
right
Jones.
now. No question.
But what he did on the field,
Was produced, bro. 22,000 yards. You can't equate that.
Nah.
You can't. It's tough, man.
come on,
is
man.
tough.
If we gonna talk sports, let's talk it.
Yes, indeed.
Don't talk it
man.
with your. Don't talk it with your. With your. You know.
Leave your heart out of
Your
it.
feelings.
Leave your feelings out.
Feelings.
Be honest. Be
Be
real.
honest if you're gonna
Be
talk this
real.
thing.
Yes, be real. Don't talk with your feelings, man.
Yeah.
Talk what you know.
Talk
what you know how.
Talk what you know. All I know is, like Dre said, you can't go to that man's house and take nothing.
Can't go take it.
You can't take the rings. You can't take his
You can try.
Russian titles. You can't take none of that away because he did that.
And he's a Sigma man, so he got to get props. Anyway. Period.
Oh, you got to put that in.
Got
Yeah.
to put it. Got to put that.
Cam Newton is
Killer.
He's settling down
Killer Cam.
in New England right now. But will they love him now?
I can't wait, man.
I'm hearing that.
I
This-
can't wait to see this, bro. I am legit excited about this.
This is what I'm hearing, though. They're saying that a lot of fans don't want him to be as flamboyant
man, please.
as he was in Carolina,
Okay, describe flamboyant. The way he dresses?
where he dresses,
With the-
probably
with
with the Superman,
with the Mary Poppins hat on,
with
you
the-
know.
doing the Superman after every touchdown and all that stuff. Just be humble.
Can't take that man's swag away from him.
No, that's what he.
No.
That's what
if
he
he
is.
wants to show up
No.
to the station with the old Sealy bonnet on, it's
Let
okay.
him do what he want to do. Not the CB bonnet though.
Man, he
Where's Sealy at home? Where's she at? At home, fixing the shave, mister. Let that man wear whatever he want to wear, man. What's the problem?
I'm not
These
gonna
young
do
cats,
this.
these young cats
what was the
nowadays,
name?
man, they got a different style, G.
What was the name of that movie where the two chicks, robbed the bank or took the money and they were on the run?
Thelma and Louise.
Thelma and Louise.
Thelma and
If he
Louise.
come here wearing this Thelma and Louise scarf, let him do it.
He does wear a scarf like that.
Yeah, let him do it, man.
Oh man.
I wouldn't do it, but that's him.
That just goes back to just minding your own.
Minding your own business, man.
That's funny.
You know, these kids nowadays, man, they got a whole different type of swag, man. The way that they wear their clothes, the way that they, dress and stuff like that, man. So,
He's 30 years old
yeah, man. You know.
and he's from this generation.
Yeah.
This is what they do.
I mean, we had a huge problem when Allen Iverson came into the league. The baggy clothes and
The baggy stuff was out then. That's what they wore.
That's what it was.
Baggy suits.
That's what it was.
This is my thing, man. Why
Big
is it
jerseys.
why is it a problem?
Jersey.
Why is it a problem when we're creating the swag? When we have all the swag, when we're changing trends and we're doing things, why is it a problem when we do it though? We always been trendsetters, G.
Yeah. Bill, was that you today that said, why didn't Riley Cooper have to go to a black museum? in lieu of.
No, I didn't say that.
Somebody-
I think,
somebody
I think
said that.
I think that was Faraji. I think that was your
That
cousin.
was Faraji?
Yeah, I think
Shout out
Faraji said it.
Faraji, Amy, man.
Yeah, I
Cuz
think
old
Faraji
man.
said that. Yeah.
And it's true. So Riley Cooper was afforded. He was essentially, he had the gall to spew the N-word, and I want to say it was several times. He just didn't say it once.
Oh yeah.
Several times over.
Really comfortable.
Extremely. Only to come back to his team and all the black players accept his apology. Moving on.
Didn't he get a raise too?
I think he got a contract after that too.
And wasn't given any
No, they gave him some, conduct detrimental to the team. The normal.
but he wasn't made to do
No, he didn't.
go anywhere.
He didn't have to go to any civil rights museum.
Get any education or anything.
He
like
didn't
this.
have to go visit an old plantation because there's still plantations that you can actually go to.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I actually went to one in Nashville, Tennessee. when
And I
was out there not
suggest
too
that
long ago.
everybody do that.
Yes,
They give you a different
absolutely.
perspective.
It's a
Yeah.
different perspective for sure.
Oh, if I was a slave, I wouldn't have never. Boy, yes, you
Stop
would have.
it.
You would have got socked in the back of your neck with a nice whip. Shut up. I can't stand when people say that. Oh, man, if that was me, I would have never. Yes, you would have. Or they would have hung your ass from that tree.
You die.
Mm.
You either pick this cotton or you die.
There was no choices back then. There was very few choices.
Well, here it is. You pick the cotton or you're going to get a whipping. Then when you try to run, we're going to catch you and we're going to kill you.
Oh, how about this? You just put the scare in me and tell me that you're gonna take away my kids or my wife, or because at that time they were already separating us anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
Come on, man.
I was watching this documentary last night. It was about the Confederacy. And this dude was teaching a panel of white people, audience of white people from Confederacy from 1619 all the way what's going on today. And he pulled up a old advertisement made by Thomas Jefferson, one of the presidents of the United States back then,
Mm-hmm.
who owned a plantation, owned slaves. And, slaves were trying to revolt and run. So he put an advertisement in the paper, said, look, $10 to anybody that catches one of my slaves. And when you catch him and bring him back, he gets 100 lashes.
Boy.
100. Can you imagine what your back looks like after
Man.
100 lashes?
I did something at the house and I was afraid to get 20 lashes with that young belt from my mama when I was a kid. I made sure the kitchen was done, the dishes was washed, the floor was vacuumed, the kitchen floor was mopped, and I still got beat. The house was just clean while I was doing it.
Man, I got a whipping so bad one time that I had bunk beds, and I tried to hide under the bunk beds.
Nah, that don't work.
Pops came up under the bunk bed, man. Remember them wiffle ball bats you used to get from Kmart?
For sure.
Yeah, man. Get out from up under there.
Look, we tried to run away then when we was kids
What?
and couldn't get away.
The absolute worst whipping I ever got in my entire life.
Dude, you know how many times as a kid I've actually contemplated packing a bag
Boy, and you know how many times I did pack the bag?
and take a risk and just run away?
I said, it got to be better than this. I said, it got to be better than this.
Somewhere.
Wherever I think I'm about to go.
Somewhere it's got to be better than
It
this.
got to be better than this.
Let me tell you what stopped me in my
I
tracks.
can't stand him.
Man, let me tell you what
Man,
stopped me in
I
my
could
tracks.
not wait. Let me tell you something. Me being the oldest,
You got the first one.
me being the
Oh, yeah.
oldest, I had to make sure
The
my little
first
brother
and the
and little
worst.
sister was okay. Made sure, because they had little chores to do, make sure their little chores was done.
Yeah.
Made sure my chores was done.
Yeah. Gotta make sure you good.
And if it wasn't done that way, I paid the price.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
For
For
being the oldest.
everybody else.
Yeah.
For being the oldest.
Yeah.
And man, look, let me tell you something.
I was the oldest too.
I could not wait after I graduated from high school to get up out of that house.
Yeah.
Couldn't wait.
Man, because look, let me tell you, the oldest sometimes get whoopings for some of the stuff that the young ones
Yes.
do.
Absolutely.
I did.
I was like, hold on. He spilled all the milk. Why I'm getting a whooping? Because you should have watched him. Huh? Ain't his daddy? Boy.
Don't say that.
My daddy had a thing with green grass.
He had a green grass problem.
He loved to have green grass, and he wanted us to take care of it.
Whoa.
Wait a minute, this your dream. It's not my dream.
Did that man?
This is your dream.
This is your dream.
That's your
This
dream.
is your dream to have green
These
grass
are,
at your
these
house.
are your aspirations,
This
Daddy.
is not mine.
I don't care about this grass, Daddy.
He made it mine.
Mm.
So I had to be, and
Wow.
he didn't want us to get no sprinklers. We had to have
Terrible.
out there hand water in this grass.
Yeah.
And he wanted to hand water at a certain way. When he came home, he wanted to see water dripping off the sidewalk.
Wow.
That time he wanted the yard drenched.
Wow.
Wait a minute, you ain't water that grass good enough.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
And Pops was something else with that green grass, man.
Yeah.
But the grass was green.
Oh yeah. No doubt.
I go by that house sometimes when I'm at work, just drive by my old neighborhood, and I'm looking at the grass. I'm like, man,
Man,
Mr.
y'all
Logan,
ain't doing that right.
boy.
Mr. Logan with a Toyo.
Woo! This grass was never like this here.
I think they should start making these NFL players start doing more things to understand each other's culture, each other's race, and what some of our ancestors and people had to go through. Right now, Deshaun Jackson made some insensitive comments against, whites, Jews, and things like that. And so now he is going. Where is he going? He's going to
Oshkowitz,
Yeah, Oshkowitz.
Yeah, he's going to Oshkowitz.
which
to-
is I think is forced, but whatever.
I really do think that's forced.
Yeah, but the fact that he's going though says something. Because he could be like, I've already apologized. I've already accepted my fine, man. I'm moving on.
Yeah.
And so that just shows me that he is willing to see another side.
But my thing is, okay, I understand that part, but is that really the reason why?
Come on, man.
Of course not.
Y'all notice Max Kellerman done had a lot to say about this.
Of course.
Now, I warned y'all some time ago about Max Kellerman. I warned y'all because I don't remember him having a whole lot to say when Riley Cooper did what he did.
Absolutely not.
He may have said something, but I don't remember him saying anything to this extent.
Yeah. No, he didn't do that.
Told y'all.
I don't think he was on the show at that
No,
time.
no, no. It ain't even about him being on the show. He was a pundit, though.
Yeah.
He offered his opinion. He had a chance to offer. He had a platform. Sure, he had a platform at that
Even
time.
Stephen A. tried to take up for him and
I'm like-
try to make excuses for him, saying, "Well, he could have been,
Stephen
al-
A.
Come on,
man.
man.
on his alcohol. He could have been drunk at the time." And I said, "Man, that is no excuse.
Come on, man.
He know what he was saying."
Well, if he was drinking, then maybe that was his true feelings. Because they
Maybe.
say sometime when you drink it,
Maybe.
that truth serum come out you.
Maybe. Shut
Now,
up,
did
girl,
you
Chad.
did you any of you two hear exactly what Deshaun Jackson
I
said?
didn't. I didn't
seen
hear it.
I seen what he put on
I seen- I
on
s-
what the Twitter?
No, it was. I want to say it was IG.
IG. I seen what he put on IG.
So I don't know if he actually verbalized it.
He may have took it down.
No, he posted.
I think he,
He
just
posted
posted something. I don't think
something
he
Hitler said.
physically said anything.
They said Hitler said, supposedly said.
Right.
But when he did his apology, he said, I wasn't trying to be insensitive to, the Holocaust or anything like that. He said, my only point to get out with that whole thing was about black people being the original Jews and Hebrews.
Mhm. Mhm.
Now, yeah, you look at that that quote that supposedly Hitler said. It was some anti-Semitic things in
Sure,
there,
absolutely.
but that didn't come. I didn't see that come out of
I didn't see that
Jax's
come out.
mouth.
No,
Yeah.
no, did not see that.
You know,
it's a
when
it's a weird thing.
It's
man.
crazy to me that in 2020, when we do insensitive things, we have to jump through a million hoops to let everybody
tough,
know that
man.
we are sorry and we apologize. But stuff get done to us every day, and it's supposed to be just
It's all
normal.
good.
Or they say they didn't know.
That's the worst.
I'm tired of that excuse.
Oh man,
I didn't know.
that is.
I'm a
the
white guy. I really didn't know.
absolute Worst.
Mm.
I've heard that so much around that time. I'm a white guy. I didn't know.
Boy, that's the worst, man.
Mm.
Shout out to Girl Chat Sports, man.
Okay.
Checking in.
Girl chat. Mel and Mo. Mo and
Mo
Mel.
and Mel, Mel and Mo.
They're my girls, man.
Salute, man.
Yeah. But wow though. Let the
Stop.
ball bounce Sports Talk Radio, man. We are here to give you guys
And
the
Amanda
best
Seals did a great.
Sports Talk Radio.
She did a great video on that. How you didn't know?
Yeah. 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 Your guy, Dre Bailey.
Your man, Goose Thomas.
Bill Blockham
Yeah.
Logan, man. Talking to you a little bit about football. We're going to switch over real quick because I do want to get this WNBA in there.
Yes.
The WNBA is about to get started,
Mhm.
and they arrived in their bubbles, and they complained about mousetraps,
Boy.
bed bugs,
Oh, boy.
worms.
Boy. Did you see the videos?
Yes, but
Ouch.
people are mad that they're saying things about it.
It's tough.
These are unhealthy conditions.
And these are grown professional women.
I was trying to think of the word before the show that they're using to say that athletes shouldn't be complaining because ordinary regular people don't want to hear millionaire athletes complain about their conditions.
This is a human being thing, though, bros. You don't put a human being
Right,
in those
you
type of
don't.
conditions,
You just
period.
don't.
I don't care how much money you got, G.
Mm-mm.
Like that.
Tone deaf.
Tone deaf.
Yeah.
Good one.
They need to be tone deaf
Stop it.
to these things. Huh?
You go.
Bed
live in-
bugs?
You
Bed
go-
bugs? I need to be tone deaf to bed bugs and
You
rats?
go live in it.
And
then.
I got a family back home. I'm supposed to take the COVID 31 home. We didn't went past 20 all the way to 31. I'm supposed to sleep with bed bugs, worry about worms, and step on mouse traps, and go home
get bad food.
and then go home and give my kids the COVID 31. Boy, please.
COVID-31.
You need to be tone deaf, bro,
Wow.
because you're you're multi-million-dollar athlete. So you need to be tone deaf.
And I need to be thankful, basically, is what you're
Yeah.
saying. So I need to be a good boy.
That's a tough
Shut
one.
up and dribble.
I need to be the good boy.
Mm.
Mhm. You need to be all that.
Wow.
Look, WNBA, we already know that the ladies don't get paid what they're worth
No.
because there are certain referees that get paid more than some of the superstars in the WNBA. These are facts.
Yep.
We know this. We get it. The least you can do is put them in a good let 'em. And let 'em is motel backwards to me. I've always said, you know, you taking somebody to the let 'em, whatever. Get these girls in some good let 'ems. Come on, man. It's not that hard to put a professional athlete in a nice hotel.
But aren't these supposed to be great accommodations?
They're in the bubble in Bradenton, Florida, at IMG Academy. That's where the games are being played. From my understanding, IMG Academy is like top notch, bro. Like professional athletes go train at IMG Academy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a prep school. They got one of the best football teams and basketball teams in the country. This school does. And to be subjected because I call it subjection. Like you bring me out here to play. Now I have to live in the conditions that you've given me. I'm subjected to the conditions.
Man, the girls' baseball team on a league of their own had better
Sure they did.
accommodations.
Sure they did. That's not even a doubt. There's no crying in baseball.
Ah,
Yes, they did.
that ain't right.
It's not right.
It ain't right. All right, it ain't right.
And they've known about this bubble thing for
Months.
Okay,
Months.
so
Plenty of
they
time.
should have made they should have made sure that these accommodations were top notch and up to standards that a president can live in.
Well, let me tell
Period.
you this. My mom wouldn't let us go stay at certain cousins' houses because they didn't have bed bugs. They had real bugs.
real roaches.
Real roaches. She wasn't worried
Boy,
about
you
no
ain't
bed-
going over there.
She wasn't worried about no worms. She wasn't worried about no mouse traps. She was worried about us going to the restroom and seeing a
La cucaracha.
17 generations of roaches crawl across your foot and the toilet.
Oh my gosh. La
Look, it's
cucaracha.
making me itch just thinking about it. But those are cousins, boy. You ain't coming. You come back here with a roach, I promise you, I'm putting you up for adoption.
La cucaracha. You gotta roll the tongue too.
La cucaracha.
Wow.
I haven't even seen a roach. I've heard roaches are flying now. Is this a lie?
Oh, they can fly for sure.
Yeah. Some flying,
What?
Some flying
Yeah,
roaches
we
out
We
there,
got
bro.
Superman
They
roaches?
got those
I'm
are
done.
wings. Those are wings on their backs, bro.
That is because they eating too good. Some of you Negroes then got too bougie, and now you eating this real good food. You feeding your roaches good food. Now they done developed a different immune system. They can fly now.
Oh boy.
They've always been able to fly.
What?
They just
Yeah. Yeah, they
Yeah.
have.
they only fly at certain,
Yeah.
Oh my God!
you know, right.
I swear I thought I just felt one. Let's stop talking about it. La cucarachas.
La cucarachas.
Hey, WNBA, you need to be ashamed of yourself.
Be ashamed. Be very ashamed. Now, on the bright side of women's basketball, Kara Lawson, former Tennessee Volunteer,
Yep.
played for the late great Pat Summitt, becomes the very first African American of any gender to be a head coach at Duke University.
Yeah.
Now, listen to me when I say this, guys.
I think that was a great. She's a good coach.
She's
though.
a really good coach, bro. I'm talking any gender at the university. She's the first black head coach of any sport there.
Yep.
That is to be commended. It is to be celebrated.
Mm. Yeah.
Celebrate that woman.
Yeah, because right now a lot of our female athletes are being devalued, and that's not right, man. We got our queens out there
Yes.
playing sports. We should take care of them, man. That makes no sense to me. That makes no sense. So WNBA, y'all need to step it up.
ASAP,
Step it up, man.
please.
You're not gonna pay the ladies at least make sure that they have great accommodations as far as sleeping, eating, vice. You know, these ladies got families to go home to, man. They already out here risking it all
Well,
for
I'll-
COVID-19,
I'll
but
say
to come
this.
home with COVID-31 is a mess.
I'll say this.
Yeah. True.
I'll say this. There are more black women's coaches in the game than men. If you look at the college ranks,
Sure.
head
with you.
men's, there's more.
I'm
Yeah.
with you.
You know, so they've gotten their opportunities more than men.
Sure.
Well, they need to keep getting.
And that's a beautiful
opportunities.
thing. I love it. I absolutely love it. But at Duke University,
Mhm.
Yeah, Oh, tobacco. Is that on
It's
Tobacco Road
Tobacco Road, baby.
Mhm.
Raleigh, Durham,
too? Yeah.
Chapel Hill. I think I said this a while back. I'm gonna say it again, man, because I think the people need to hear it. In 2020, we are in 2020, and black people are still celebrating firsts. Think about just think about that, man. In 2020, we're still saying this is the first black female to do this. This is the first African American male to do this.
Could it
in
be
2020?
Could it be from the social justice climate that we're in, that they're starting to kind of, give more chances now?
I mean, that goes alongside.
Because Tyler Perry was on First Take, and he's starting this initiative about giving more blacks an opportunity at the higher levels.
Mhm.
And I said, wow. Now? They haven't been that. Why didn't you guys come up with this years ago?
They
didn't deserve a chance back then, but now they do in
Right.
2020
In 2020,
and beyond.
it's cool now.
I think
The coast is clear.
Yeah, and I was saying this. I think they're doing this because they see a lot of top college athletes, basketball and football, head over to the HBCUs.
Interesting.
all my life I had to fight.
Interesting. Melissa asks, have we seen anything else from the initial incidents? Because those, what we saw initially was handled. Because the commissioner stepped in. She said she's just curious if more happened. I haven't personally seen anything else outside of it, but to have it happen period, is a travesty. That it shouldn't have never happened to begin with. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about it happening in the first place. These are professional athletes, man. You got, and the problem started way before this. Hell, our Las Vegas Aces team had to wait in a busy airport, sleep in the airport to wait on a flight. A couple of times I think that happened. I know it happened at least once for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Professional athletes shouldn't be subjected to that.
Nobody should, though.
Nobody should. But professional athletes that are trying to play and give fans something during a pandemic, risking their own lives.
But we're getting these accounts from athletes.
Right.
From the athletes.
This is straight from
The
these cell
horse's
phones.
mouth.
This is what they're doing.
This is what they're doing. So it's not really something that we need to hear from the commissioner.
Right.
These players are telling us
right
about
there.
this. They're telling us about this. And a lot of people are saying they need to be tone deaf.
Man,
the
please.
NBA players need to be tone deaf
If y'all don't
because
stop.
you guys are millionaire athletes.
Man,
You
please.
don't need to be complaining. What?
Stop it.
Like you said, this is a human issue.
This ain't got nothing to do with how much
No.
money you have.
No, nobody
Human
that I
issue,
know
man.
of would want to stay anywhere with bed bugs in them.
No.
Dog, the Silver Nugget got bill bugs, and they don't even have rooms.
Wow.
Stop letting your kids go stay at everybody's house. We need to bring that back. We need to bring that back. My kids ask me all the time, "Can I go over here and stay? Can I go with my friends?" I'm like, "Nah."
Oh,
And bring you ain't
mess
bringing
around
back
and bring a
nothing.
surprise back in your bag.
that ain't happening.
My kids never had any sleepovers at our house.
Hmm.
Never. Never.
I had a friend of mine that stayed on the 40 block, man, in Crip City, and his kids, we would stay at each other's houses. I stayed on Donna, they stayed on the west side, Crip City, and the last time that I spent the night at this particular friend's home, I found what appeared to be a chicken bone
Where?
on the floor in the living room,
Okay.
covered by a pile of ants.
Ay, ay, ay.
That was the last time
In the house, though.
in the house. This is in the house.
Wait a minute, you like this here?
I was-
Y'all don't see this?
Y'all just gonna bypass this? Like like y'all don't see this chicken
Y'all
bone
don't see
right
this?
here?
Y'all don't see this?
Y'all oblivious to this chicken bone that's laying in y'all living room with fire ants upon it? What is going on here? What did
Man,
I miss?
I walk through my house. I don't know how y'all do it. I walk through my house and I'm always looking to see
I'm
what's
looking.
abnormal.
Anything out of place,
Yeah, me too.
Okay, everything cool.
anything
Everything
that
cool
does
down the hall.
not belong,
Yes.
remove
Yes.
it.
Yes.
Okay, so you know how sometimes you're at the house and there's a fly in the house and it goes bzzz, and it just irritates you.
Yeah,
and then
man,
hold
I
on.
can't stand
and then,
it.
And then the next time it goes bzzz, and then you try to kill it. I've been at a cousin's house and a roach crawled across her arm and she didn't try to kill it. She just pushed it away.
Hey.
Sometimes, man, those type of conditions are normal for people, but
Yeah.
they're not gonna be normal for mines.
Wow.
Those things lay eggs, peoples.
Man, larvae. JT Bly, man, has something interesting to say. He says, here's the problem in my humble opinion. Talking about coaching
Yeah.
amongst minorities. Here's the problem in my humble opinion. There's a lot of minority coaches that get a chance, but it seems like they never get a second one.
Or they last long. What happened to Florida's coach?
Florida State.
Florida State's coach.
Yeah, he got ousted.
Or that rope is very short.
It's very short rope.
Mm.
It's a very short rope. You get one time to do it right.
Right. Yeah. So it's unfortunate, man.
I mean,
It's unfortunate.
No
bro.
mistakes.
You can't. You can't. Like you can't. You have no wiggle room. You can't wiggle.
Mm.
You fit through the tight spot, or it's a wrap.
Mm.
and I think it's unfair when a coach doesn't get the same type of latitude that another coach gets.
Yeah.
I mean, when you sign a coach, you would want him to at least stay 3 to 5 years.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Three is ideal. I mean, I think that's normal.
But 1 year, a year and a half, and you're out of here.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean, you know, those institutions have their prerogative to do what they want to do, but
And you have coaches like D'Antoni who continues.
Oh, he's taking jobs.
Thibodeau.
Doesn't matter. Thibodeau, I don't necessarily mind him. I like him as a coach.
Yeah, he runs his players to the dirt defensively.
He does.
Tibbs.
I like Tibbs though. I ain't never.
Tibbs gonna demand that you play on that other end.
You got to play on that other end. man.
Yeah, but
Have to.
he does it to the extreme of really running his players to the dirt during practice and everything. They ain't got nothing much to give. Coach,
They don't have much to give.
they don't. Coach, we got to. This is supposed to be a walkthrough, shoot around. We did about 150 suicides in defensive slides. Yikes!
And we got a game.
Bah, bah,
in-
bah, 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 bah,
we got
bah.
a game tomorrow,
Tomorrow.
and we got to fly there.
Ooh, ouch.
That's what you're trying to say
Yeah.
about Tibbs.
Ouchie.
The workaholic.
Yes. Speaking of the NBA
man.
right now, man, Russell Westbrook and his boy James Harden has that young COVID.
Is it James Harden? James Harden got it.
I think James
I know.
Harden got it.
I know.
I think he-
I know.
do.
I think
I
seen.
saw Harrison Barnes' name.
Both of them do. But Harrison Barnes,
Harrison
it's
Barnes.
a couple of
He's the fourth Kings player to get it, bro.
What's going on?
What's going on in Sacramento? dog?
Ain't nothing to do in Sacramento. They
What
leave.
y'all,
They
what y'all
leaving,
doing up in Sacktown?
They leaving the
It's
area.
a farming town, right?
Not really.
I mean, they got Sebo.
It's city.
They
It's
got
city.
They got Sebo. They got
Yeah.
Brother Lynch.
Brother Lynch, huh?
They
Absolutely.
got Garden Brock.
I like Sac, but it's hot. It's hot up there.
It
It's hot
is
like
hot.
Vegas.
Yeah, it's hot.
It's hot up in Sac, bro. Blazing. Yes. We played a flag tournament at Grant High School. And when I tell you this turf was 150 degrees, I mean it. It was hot.
Mm.
It was blazing out there.
Well, these NBA players are catching the COVID.
Yeah.
At a
And
rapid rate.
yeah, and I'm telling you, man, that is going to be the problem. Is the star athletes catching this stuff?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's bound to happen. It's just it's happening.
It's numbers.
It's
I
happening.
don't want to see no basketball like that, man. All of a sudden, I'm
No.
hyped because the Lakers are playing Houston in a matchup, but LeBron and James Harden can't play because they have COVID.
yeah.
And they're on quarantine
Yeah.
for 14 days.
Now the TBT just ended. I don't know who won. The championship game was today. Who won? James, can you look that up for us to see who won? It was Sideline Cancer versus the Marquette alumni team, Golden Eagles, for the championship for the TBT. They had, I want to say they had 22 teams show up to Ohio. I want to say they were in Columbus. They had 22 teams show up. And over the course of the tournament, 3 positive tests
Mm.
to the tune of a 0.25 rate.
Mm.
So whatever they were doing worked.
Mm.
Whatever they were doing. Now, granted, you lose one game, you're gone. So it's, you got 2 to 4 teams leaving every single day. But to have all of those guys in one central spot in a bubble and to only come out with 3 positive tests, I think that's pretty good. Because again, like you said, it's bound to happen. Like it's going to happen. Now, it's good that, I don't want to say, it's good, but it's good that these tests are happening now. These positive tests now are happening versus in the Western and Eastern Conference Finals.
Mm.
Because Russell Westbrook stayed back home and said he's going to join his team when he's done with his quarantine.
Yeah.
Out of all these superstar athletes who've gotten COVID, none have died. So I think we're trying to push something that
Another
is
agenda?
happening to some people who what it falls under. It falls under people who die. It falls under people who have pre-existing conditions.
Yeah.
These are some of the best shape people in the world.
Yeah.
So they got strong
Yeah.
immune systems.
They getting rid of it quick.
And just so you know, the final of that game was
Golden Eagles end up winning, right?
yeah,
What was it?
78-73.
Wow. Shout out to the Dwayne Wade's old
Mhm.
institution, Marquette Golden Eagles, man.
Let me ask you guys a question too about the COVID-19. Do you guys trust these little kiosks that they're having around the city to test you?
Like it's not a person.
Well,
It's
not
like it's a what? Like you just put your
it's
chin on the thing like you do with the eye doctor.
It's there's these little branch offs that
Mhm.
have COVID testing. Some are at the
Mhm.
Texas and Fiesta.
Mm-hmm.
Would you guys trust those people to give you a test and say yay or nay if you have it or not? Or would you rather go to a hospital?
I say as long as it's medical personnel. Like I don't think you just got a bunch of randoms like you just hired a bunch of sign twirlers and told them to, hey, come do this COVID testing for me real quick. Like if it's like,
because I heard UNLV has a spot where you can go get testing. I think they was doing another one at some wellness church or something like that. Wellness place is a church. Today I heard that on the radio, and I'm like,
yeah, I mean,
do you really trust those places?
I mean,
I don't trust a lot of people, period. How about that?
that
I would rather go to
I'd rather go to a
medical
clinic,
facility.
yeah, at least a clinic.
If I'm going to get tested that way.
Yeah, UMC Quick Care or something. You know what I mean?
Well, Danetta said it's military personnel doing those tests at those drive-through
Shout
locations.
out to Ball and D, man.
Yeah.
Salute, mama.
What's up with it?
I mean, as long as those military personnel have some type of medical background, I mean, are they LPNs? I mean, are they, RNs? Are they even, nurse assistants?
What do they know about
CNAs?
the COVID? What do they know? Nobody knows anything about it.
Nobody knows.
So my
anything.
thing is,
they just know how to administer. They just know how to administer the
The
test.
test.
Right.
And you don't have to be sick to be sick. So how can you trust that?
Look, man,
tough,
let me tell you
man.
something.
This whole thing is
I
don't know.
don't show signs of measles, chicken pox, so I'm not going to go get a test for those because I don't have signs.
Yeah.
Because months ago they said you had to have symptoms.
Symptoms, yeah.
Right.
Now you don't have to have any.
It's crazy. It's just nuts.
So Mayor Goodman was right. We're going to treat everybody as if they have it.
You have to now.
Yeah.
Now that they brought asymptomatic into the picture, you have to.
So many conflicting things.
I mean, the narrative changes every day about this thing, man. This is crazy. Wow.
Well, the NBA's and the teams are starting to practice. Teams are starting to be in their bubble, and people are still getting it.
Which I was on board with you. I think they should scrap all the season, all the sporting season.
I think
all of them till
all
next year.
Sporting, football, baseball, basketball, whatever, WNBA, all of it. 2020 does not need to have any more sports, and come back 2021, and we would start with baseball starts first.
2020 baseball will start first. Yes.
2021 baseball will start first, and let's start there.
Because Mr. 45 is saying it might be a hoax.
What may be a hoax now? Because this dude is the biggest troll ever.
Oh my God.
What may be a hoax? The COVID?
Yes,
All right.
that's what he said, bro.
I bet you a whole bunch of people. I bet you our allies not going to be on his head for saying that. Because go on Facebook right now and say that the COVID is a hoax. It's going to be a lot of people that mad because they want you to take it more serious than people are saying. But your own president just said it was a hoax.
And a lot of people say he don't know what he's talking about. This dude has been entrenched in the whole thing from day one. He knows something.
Unbelievable stuff. He finally just wore a mask.
He
not too long
knows
ago.
something.
Well, how's it a hoax if you wearing a mask?
Right. Or maybe his press people said it looks better if you wear a mask, so put the mask on to give it a you're on the team feel. You're on team mask feel.
Wow.
But he said it. This is a hoax. Him and Fauci ain't getting along.
Oh boy.
Let the ball bounce. Sports Talk Radio, man. Sitting here talking
What's the
COVID-19
next
in
term?
sports.
Turn your AC off in the middle of the
They
dang
really
summer.
said that,
Yes.
bro? Like that's a real thing, man? I don't believe this, man.
What is it gonna be next week?
How you gonna tell somebody to turn their AC off in the middle of the summer, bro?
Right now, mine's on 62. Wait for me to
you
get to the
spreading
crib.
You spreading the virus at a rapid rate.
I keep mine on 72, 74, depending.
No, when I'm gone, I think mine's at 75.
all
When when I'm home and I'm sleeping, it's at 66 for sure.
Yikes. We'll be frigid than a mug.
And I'll be under them young blankets like this.
Wrapped up,
Yeah.
comfortable.
Yeah. Blankets are made to be under, not on top of,
Man,
because you hot as hell.
look.
That's the worst type of sleep, is being too hot.
Oh boy.
Let the ball bounce. Sports Talk Radio, man. We
Yeah,
give you
man.
guys the best of Sports Talk Radio, man. COVID in sports. It's in the WNBA. It's in the NBA. It's in the NFL. It's all over the place, man.
Yeah.
We just need you guys to do whatever you need to do, whatever type of home remedies you have to not get the COVID or to treat the COVID. I suggest you do that.
And if they saying you may wearing a mask, you might as well turn your AC off.
Yeah. And stop letting your kids spend the night at everybody's house.
It's a dummy gonna turn their AC off.
Yeah, it is.
Somebody gonna do it.
Right now, hot as hell.
Somebody
sweaty,
gonna do it.
Musty and everything.
With kids in the house.
Let
Everybody, heat exhaustion.
Let Sisolak tell them here. They'll turn it off. What Sisolak said, yeah. So we
Man,
just turn
if
You
it
go
off.
to
Stop,
Sisolak house
man.
right now, I bet you $1 million.
Bet money his AC ain't off.
I bet you that.
No.
Boy, this is a Jim Jones moment if I ever seen it.
Boy,
Y'all is drinking. Man, stop.
The confusion keeps
Stop
growing.
drinking this Kool-Aid, bro. Live your life, man.
every day.
Dang.
The confusion is growing every day.
Soon as the news say do something different, here y'all go.
sheep.
Stand on one leg and put a piece of garlic at the top of the threshold to prevent corona. Shut up.
Go kill your neighbor. That will cook.
What?
I showed.
That will cure corona.
I've been taking chlorophyll. I've been
man.
taking chlorophyll, as a supplement. So I had one of my Facebook friends come on. Is that supposed to cure the COVID?
God. Oh my God.
I said, Lord have mercy.
I can't with these people, man.
I said, Google the benefits. That's all I said.
Please do some research, man.
Will this cure the COVID? Really?
And we get a lot of people who are preaching, wear your mask, but when they around their friends, they don't wear a mask. So COVID don't exist when you around your friends. Come on, man. Y'all need to find a narrative and stick with the one narrative. Quit changing your narrative as the news changes their narrative.
This is unbelievable stuff, man.
If you are a friend of mine on Facebook and you are sitting in the house right now with your AC off because you think that is going to help you not catch the COVID, defriend yourself.
Please don't be my friend no more. Please, dude. Like, just say, you know what, Goose, man, it was cool, man, but we just can't be friends no more. And I'll accept that. I'll accept it.
You'll probably have to do that.
Oh boy.
You'll probably have to be the one to say, you know what?
Yeah, I have to be the one.
Yeah, I can't.
Yes. It's not working.
We're going to find that one bad retarded parent that suspects their kid has COVID and put him right in the oven. How many times every year we see a parent do something real retarded, like drive 150 miles per hour with a 1-year-old in the back, and then you get bail.
Get a $50K bail too.
Wow.
Justice at its finest.
But we worried about the heat or the AC being turned up.
Common sense has completely been thrown out of the window. It has. It has.
Look, do your part by stopping the spread of coronavirus. Stop letting your kids go stay at everybody's house when you know they're not clean. Don't let your kids drink from the water hose like we used to have to do when we were kids.
Right. We had to do it.
My
'Cause you
granny
wasn't
said,
coming
you
in
better
and out
not
that
come
house.
in and out of this house grabbing water, giving it to your friends and stuff like that. Go get that water hose and drink out of that thing.
Well, they're trying to say that maybe one of the reasons why Russell Westbrook has it is because he was at the Wynn
Oh my
at a
God.
party.
Oh my God.
They still having parties at the Wynn?
Well, you know, when you got
That paper?
Yeah.
Well, people,
Yeah.
when we got out of phase one and Sisolak said, you guys can start going out a little bit. I was looking on Facebook. I think every other friend of mine had a party at their crib, a house party too.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I won't be going there. Dre, we need you to DJ. I'm booked. I'm in Long Beach this week, which is true sometimes, so.
Wow, man.
Do whatever you need to do, man. We've survived. We are a surviving people.
Yeah.
We've survived a lot.
Man, I'm not gonna tell nobody what to do. If that's what you want to do it, man. That's you.
It's very true.
That's your life. You living your life.
This is bananas, man.
Randall Cunningham
Yes.
is going to be the chaplain. Is
Yes.
that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
For the Las Vegas Raiders here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, I love it. Absolutely.
Has
love
his own church.
Yeah.
it. Yep. Big
doing
church
very
here in
well.
town. Big church here in town. Huge.
Danita has a question right before we go. She said, what's LTBB's opinion on ex-UNLV QB going to Ohio?
His
Um,
choice.
Absolutely.
His choice.
It's hard to keep our kids home.
Very
But I think with the fact that we are,
Armani Rogers, right?
Monty Rogers.
yeah, I think the fact that we are going to have an NFL team, someday have an MLB team, a major league, NBA team. We already got a hockey team.
Yeah.
I think once Vegas turns into that sports town, you're going to find a lot of people that may want to stay here.
Sure.
I think UNLV has a brand new coaching staff. He might not fit in with that coaching staff.
Yeah.
That's why he's transferring. Which, I mean, that's his choice.
Yeah.
They might not want a running quarterback.
Yeah.
I think that's more of his forte.
Sure.
Running, scrambling.
Yeah.
Moving around.
Hey, man, we appreciate you guys. We appreciate you guys chiming in and Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio. And if you are listening to the show and you have a parent or a loved one that is sick or suffering from an ailment or trying to get well, us here at Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio, man, we will love, we send our well wishes
Yes, we do.
to you guys. I know Tara's dad is sick, so we're going to pray for Tara and her dad. And I know her mom's really sick too. And so we're going to pray
Yeah.
for her. And then Ray's dad is sick and doing a little better. So, people, our followers, our friends, our family that actually listen to the show, man, we wish you and your family the best during this pandemic. Please stay in the house because it is hot. Not for anything else. It's just too hot to be outside, G.
Yeah.
Too hot.
Boy,
If-
we used to play in this heat,
Yeah.
Boy.
ride bikes in other neighborhoods
All
in
day.
this heat.
Absolutely.
All
Man,
day.
they're gonna be good.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but when do you ever see
And drink
kids
water.
outside playing though nowadays?
And drink water out the water hose.
We don't see kids outside playing
what
no
we used
more.
to do.
No, kids don't play outside. anymore.
Kids don't play outside no more.
Yeah, so.
Back in the day, you used to be able to go through the neighborhood and where you found all of the bikes in front of that one house, that's
Sure.
where the kids were.
That's where everybody was.
You ain't finding no bikes nowhere now. It's tragic. Tragic.
It's tough, man.
Let the ball bounce, man. Sports Talk Radio, man. Every Tuesday at 6 p.m., every Saturday at 2 p.m., man. We give you guys the best of Sports Talk Radio. We appreciate you guys listening and watching the We Get Money Ministries with
Yes.
your guy, Pastor Dre.
And your guy, Deacon Goose Thomas.
And just a parishioner.
Bill,
Yeah.
Blockham, Logan. Man,
That's all I
share
am.
the live feed, man.
Yes,
Tell a
indeed,
friend
man.
about it. We love you guys, man. We'll talk to you soon. And guess what, man? If you scared,
You better go to church.
Well, Quan didn't turn the air on in here.
It's that. It's that. It's that. It's that. That Kobe